Hey guys, it's Brenton again, coming back to you with another update on Suzanne's progress here at the Oasis of Hope Hospital in beautiful Tijuana, Mexico. It's been a great week. Suzanne's seen some real great improvements in her health. And so today we're going to start off with some footage from last weekend when Suzanne had just finished her first week of treatment and was well enough to come down with Jason and I to the boardwalk and have a look at the beach and to just really have a little bit of time to get out of the hospital and feel well. Since then, she's obviously feeling a little bit worse because she's gone back in and having some more treatments that get in there and really start taking up the energy to fight the cancer. But she's still doing really well compared to when she arrived, and you'll see that soon. And so after that update, we're then going to jump into what happened this week, some of the therapies, some chats with Dr. Contreras, and just looking at how Suzanne is doing with all of her treatment going forward. It's been a tough time, but it's been a great time for her because she just feels so much better. It's made all the difference being here. She now has a new outlook on life. You know, she actually now has a life to go back to. The doctors in Australia had been telling her it's time to look at palliative care before she came here. Now she has a hope, now she has a future. So let's go down to the beach and have a look, and then we'll catch up with Suzanne in her room. So as you all know from the updates, Suzanne is doing quite a lot better now with the treatments. They've made such a huge difference to her. She's feeling better, she's looking better, and just overall her health is increasing. It's hard to imagine that just a week and a half ago she was writhing in pain back in Australia. She was having huge issues and could hardly even get on the plane to come here. So in this last couple of days, Suzanne has been able to actually leave her room. She's been able to get out of bed, and she's been able to come walking with us. As you'll see in the vision, she's been able to come walking down here at the boardwalk, down by the border wall. It's been amazing to see the energy that she's now got. I mean, she's still in pain. There are still complications of the cancer that are, causing her some issues, but it's just already started to take huge effect. So at this point, okay, you might be asking, okay, well, what next? Well, we still haven't finished paying for Suzanne's treatment here, and also all of her take-home medications and things to continue the treatment back in Australia. So what do we need from you? Well, if you haven't given yet, please consider it, and there's no amount too small. There's no amount too big either. even if you want to offer a loan of some type to help Suzanne be able to afford all of these costs, please do. We need another $13,000 in the next week and a half, 2 weeks, so that she can get everything she needs to finish the treatment and get back home. I've got some amazing stories coming of people who have not just been cured, but also people who, with these treatments, have been able to just extend their life and keep living with the cancer. One of the big issues with the way we treat cancer in Australia is it's all about destroying the cancer. It's all about destroying the tumor, destroying all of the cancer cells. And the problem with that is that so much of the time, the chemotherapy and radiation will actually kill the person either before or at the same time as killing the tumor. Now, a lot of these integrative approaches that are being used here actually allow people to, if not kill the cancer, keep it at bay so that they can continue living. And don't get me wrong, these treatments have cured people of cancer. They've removed their tumors, and they do use targeted radiation and chemotherapy here as well, but they're just not the very first thing they attack it with. And so you'll see some more about that in the coming videos. But I'd just like to firstly thank you for your support. Thank you for being with us, and if you can help, please help. Suzanne, her life is literally depending on it.
what I've noticed? You're doing it as well. You're going to the left.
You gotta go right.
Every time you try and pass someone, you're going to the left. You're supposed to go to the right.
That's how they drive and walk.
That's why people keep going.
If you walk on the right
That's why
side,
people keep going in front of us.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to walk this
you
way.
go right, you'll find it so much smoother.
Oh, because of the car thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Not bad, I'll do my own way.
After initially feeling a lot better during her first week of treatment, Suzanne then started her more intense treatments that unfortunately will make her feel a little bit more unwell. So we decided to have a chat by her hospital bed. She asked me to leave all of the coughing etc. in because she wants you to get a real idea of how she's actually feeling.
The most interesting part of this is that's less than 10% of what it was a week ago.
Yeah,
The
it
cough.
is. That's true.
That cough was so much worse.
Yeah, it was very tough to get under control, that's for sure. But just today I haven't coughed at all. But then this afternoon or this evening I started to get a heartburn. So then the coughing started to come back. So it's a work in progress. We've changed around the medication for pain a little bit because I was in need of morphine again last night. But it's difficult because the dendritic cell vaccine changes everything. You know, it's got its own set of side effects. So, you know, I've had fevers and vomiting and terrible diarrhea and aches and pains, which are completely irrelevant to the bone pain I have from cancer or the coughing or the, you know, all the other stuff that I get. So it's difficult because those sorts of side effects from the dendritic cell should only last 24 hours afterwards. And having had my last one today, we're hoping by tomorrow afternoon or Saturday I'll be fine and I'll be back to concentrating on the pain that I need to get under control before I come back to Australia. So
You've had it 3 times in the last 6 days.
Yeah.
Last 6 days, 3 times.
Yeah.
Which it's a lot to be going through your body.
It's just been a tough week. Really tough week. Just when you start to feel good, you feel terrible. And then I go for a walk, which I have to do as part of the process. And today I struggled so bad. But Jace is so patient and he lets me take my time and stop when I need to. But it was hard to get home, just even walk around the block. So, yeah.
The last video we posted was from video from you from Sunday walking around.
Yeah.
Just after the first vaccine.
Yeah.
You know, feeling really good.
Yeah.
Not knowing what was to come.
Exactly. I know. That was the last. That was the Saturday and Sunday were the best days so far because I'd finished all of my IV treatment and had 3 ozone therapies and
hypothermia.
And the hypothermia as well. So, you know, I was expected to be very much on a high those days. But I'll get back there. This weekend should be good again. After
once these kind of
once the vaccine wears off, it's tiring. It's hard to be just tired all the time and then not being able to sleep or having pain. A lot of my pain is around my hips and in the tops of my legs. So getting it under control is priority to coming home, you know. Because I've had it since October. I've had pain, terrible pain, since October last year. And all they do for me back home is give me more narcotics. You know, narcotics I want, Targin, Endone, anything I want, they'll give me, which in turn has its own set of issues, and you know that's no good either. So
And after talking to Dr. Contreras today, a lot of those symptoms you were you were experiencing were from your pain management.
had a wonderful conversation with Dr. Contreras today. He called me up, completely out of the blue. Actually, I was asleep, and then the girls rang me from the desk, and said Dr. Contreras wants to see you, and I said, oh, okay. And Jace had just gone down to out the front to get some sun and to write his post that he does for everyone every day, which is amazing. And anyway, I called him back and just sent him a quick message and said, come back, we got to go see Dr. Contreras. And so we did, and as soon as I walked in, he gave me a big hug and he said, I got some good news for you. And I went, oh, okay, let's hear it. So we went and sat down, and in his awesomely caring manner, he said to me that he has a doctor in Korea who was a friend of his, and he's had really good success with breast cancer, carcinoma, like I had with metastatic, with metastases to the bone, and severe cases like mine. He's had great success with pain management, and he's got and he gave me some pills. Where are they? He gave me these to try. They're all in Korean, so you can't even read them, but I have to take, they're a supplement, but they work on a cellular level, and I take 2 of those, breakfast, lunch and dinner, and he said within 4 days we're going to notice a very noticeable change and in my pain levels. So I'm really looking forward to that. But you know, in my conversations with Dr. Contreras, he's so kind and he's so caring. And when I asked him what I'm going to be like, will I see change in 3 months? He said, of course. He said, yes, we will see change. And you think in 3 months we'll start to see something?
In 3 months, we are going to see something.
Okay, good.
And, you know, we've had very good results, and you should do very well.
It's not if, it's will. We will. So, you know, I'd stick to the protocol and do what I have to do back in Australia with the medication that I'm taking home with me, and unlike palliative care, I can look at a future with my kids and with Chase, and with my family. I have the utmost respect for the doctors here and the nurses here, because they give me hope, and they don't ever say that there's nothing else we can do. Because saying those words can crush someone, and you can believe that stuff, and that's not right. Nobody has the right to tell you that you're gonna die. Nobody's got that right. I did need a big cry today, but anyway. I do wish at times I could contain it a bit better, but today I am just teary, you know. Baby dinosaur.
They can't hear that. It wouldn't have picked the microphone. Wouldn't have picked it up.
Oh well, don't put it on there then.
No, I think it'd be really funny.
It makes me happy.
So it's been an amazing 2 weeks for Suzanne, the changes in her body. I've been here for a week and I've seen so much more improvement in this last week as well. So look, as I said earlier, if you have the opportunity to, please give to the GoFundMe campaign. If there are any other ways you think you can help, please reach out to myself or Jason or Suzanne directly on Facebook, and we'd be really happy to hear from you. And so until our next video update, please keep Suzanne in your heart, in your mind and in your prayers. It really does make a difference. And send her some messages of love and support on Facebook as well if you can. Have a great week.